Hello everyone, Aaron Teskey here today. We're going to take a second to talk about this quarantine bullshit sweeping the nation. This mass fear perpetrated by the media. I posted a video about 2.5 weeks ago and had this jackass come on yesterday and start talking about how my numbers are inaccurate and I'm providing misinformation. Nah, motherfucker, I said the date in my video for a reason. Because I knew the numbers were going to change. My information was completely accurate. And in fact, as far as the United States goes, it really hasn't changed that fucking much. If you're curious, the coronavirus total for the United States is 163,539 people. The death toll is 2,860. This information is coming straight from cdc.gov, alright? That is a 2% death toll. Now, I said my numbers in the first video were the 98.5% survival rate, with the number jumping to 99.5 if you were not medically impaired. What we don't know about these deaths is how many of these people were medically impaired. Now, yes, I understand the fear of this virus. I understand what's going on with it. Yes, it can be fatal. It's new. It's spreading like wildfire, supposedly. But it's just another disease. We don't know how many of these people are medically impaired. And yes, since it has mutated into a second strand, this has created the worldwide death total to climb to about 5%. This is a recent revelation, and as I said, came when it mutated into the second strand of the virus. Yes, this is the one now affecting younger people, as well as people who have been dying without complications. Okay, but at the end of the day, sometimes that happens. My personal opinion about this whole thing has been that it's nature's population control. If we're not going to do it ourselves, it's going to do it for us. That's the way I've personally been looking at it. But it doesn't make this quarantine any less ridiculous. It doesn't matter how fatal it is, how many people are dying. I have proven that, yes, I understand what COVID-19 is. Yes, there are obviously inherent risks. It can be fatal. For 98% of the United States population, as of right now, it's not. But are we even really alive if this is how we're living? Stuck in a house, refusing to go outside? The country has completely stopped in fear of something that they cannot see or fight or even do a fucking thing about. Just like every disease out there, it's going to make its rounds. It may affect you. It may affect me, but it's going to come and go. I refuse to bow down and live in fear of a disease. I refuse to live my life in fear, because that's not living if you live your life in fear. It is still no more dangerous than the seasonal flu. It's estimated that this year alone, up to mid-March, from January 1st, okay, the seasonal flu has killed 30 to 60,000 people. That ranges from just shy of the total deaths of the coronavirus. From the beginning of the disease, mind you, last year in 2019, November, maybe even the end of October, depending how long China hit it, to March 31st, today, coronavirus's total deaths are 41,435. That's it. But yet, that number could be dwarfed by January 1st to March 15th with the seasonal flu. So it's literally just as dangerous to catch the flu, or possibly safer than the flu. It is being blown out of proportion by the media. Check out the new Film Your Hospital movement that's sweeping the nation. This is where people are going to their local hospitals and they're taking pictures and films and posting it online, and everything you're seeing on the news is not happening. There's not people lined up outside in full-length protective gear. There's not tents as far as you can see. It's not happening like the media is portraying it. Perhaps in isolated areas, but they're making it sound like it's a sweeping sensation across the nation, and that is driving the fear into the society. And then it is causing these people who usually wouldn't even panic to buy into these other idiots' fear, and then they are consequently panicking, and this creates a chain effect. It's the media creating this fear virus amongst society. They are proving how easy we are as human beings to fucking control. Look how easy it was for us as a society to just hand over our constitutional rights. Say, oh, here you go. Just because everybody's sick, take all of our rights away. Tell us what we can do and what we can't do. Close down our businesses. Tell people they can't work. No. No. It should never, never be okay to take away our constitutional rights for anything. I think it's okay to urge us to stay inside. It may even be okay to urge companies that have employees that can work from home to work from home. But to tell people that there is a stay-at-home order and that you have to stay home goes against everything I was raised on about this nation. It's bullshit, and I will not comply. I will live my life, and I will not live my life in fear. I will live by my constitutional rights. I don't give a fuck who you are, what the situation is. You're not going to tell me to stay home. There's 100 million fucking goddamn conservative, redneck, southern boys that think just like I do. I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to live in fear. And I don't think you should either. Living in fear allows, one, the disease to win. Also allows the media to win. Does the television control your life? Does fear control your life? Because it shouldn't. Turn off your TV and stop living like a coward. Just go out and live your life. I'm not saying to not be cautious, but it doesn't mean you have to be a sheep, herded into your house. I'll tell you right now, I'm outside every day doing something with my 1.5-year-old daughter. I don't give a shit. My wife, she still goes to work every day. She's deemed essential in an office of 700 people. My dad, he still goes to work every day. Their job is deemed essential. They work in the same place. How come all these essential workers aren't getting sick? I personally have yet to meet a single person that has the coronavirus. Now, I'm not downplaying it, and I'm not saying people out there don't have it. But I don't think the spectacle that the media is making this out to be is accurate, because it's not. I will come back this weekend with a Film Your Hospital video. I plan to hit at least 4 to 5 different local hospitals in the vicinity of the Denver metro area, which goes about 3.5 million people. So I would assume at least one of these major hospitals is going to have all the shit they show on the news, right? Because they're going to try to maybe keep it all to one hospital. I'm looking to try to reason this for the people that doubt my videos. But we'll see what I find this weekend, and so will you. Thank you, everybody. You have a great day.